Hi everyone. So in the last video we had an example of function we didn't get into the technical details, but still we just went through how functions work, how we can pack the commands inside the function, and how the structure how the structure of a function exists. Okay, so if I just remember you, so the first thing is return type. Okay, return type. What is this? Return type. Okay, then let's say function name, and then two brackets, and also then open curly brackets. Okay, so you may remember that I was telling you a function may have a data type as a return type, or if it doesn't return anything, it may have a void return type. So otherwise you can go and watch it, void or a return type. Okay, so that in the sense, if the function is returning something, it will have a specific return type. If the function is not returning something, it will have void as it is return type, void, void. So you may wonder what I am talking about. Don't worry, when we get into the practicals you will obviously get it. Okay, so now I will give you another practical example about this return type business. But before that, just for keeping things in remember, I want to write this variable declaration and initialization as well, so that you can compare it always with your function, right? So how we normally write a variable is data type, you know this, right? And the variable name. Okay, and we assign a value to the variable, right? So any value you want, you can assign, right? So then then semicolon. So like, for example, if I tell int x is equal to 10, so this follows the format. So so what I'm doing here, okay, send a semicolon. So likewise we will write functions as well, nothing to worry. So let it be here just for reference. So the functions will have return type, name, and two curly braces, where you are supposed to write all the lines that are supposed to be implemented or unpacked when the function is being called or used. Okay, so now return type is also a data type values, like here int blah 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 things, or if it's not returning anything, it will be replaced as void return type, right? No, don't worry, we will come to that. Okay. And the name, and two brackets. Okay, and this open and curly bracket, all good, right? So theoretically just remember this. So when you're doing the practicals, this will help you, right? That's what I'm telling you this. Okay, so now there may be a question, right? What is the return type business? So I said you that if the function is returning something, we will have a return type value, otherwise we will have a void. That means if the function is not returning anything, we will have a void. So you may wonder what is this return blah 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 things, because I was telling you in the previous video in the function we are doing some things, right? Digital write, delay, digital write, delay, such things I was telling you, right? Digital write, delay, digital write again, delay, right? So these kind of things function is doing. So where is the return type business or returning business comes in, right? You may wonder about that. Okay, so I will give you a real life example. Let's say your mother is telling you to sweep the room, right? So what do you normally do? You just clean the room. So you, as I said in the previous video, your mother is telling you to clean the room, so you know what is supposed to be done. So you go to your room, you take your books, okay, you arrange your books, you fold your clothes. Well, then you sweep the room, right? So you do few things, right? Blah 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 things. So it is like in the real technical function we do a digital write, and maybe we do something else. Maybe we are stopping for a delay, we are doing a digital write, you know so we are doing things. Okay, so digital write also like doing things like arranging a book. You are digitally writing a pin, right? So like clearing the clothes, you are delaying it, having a delay, so like that, right? So you just do something, right? So you just do something and shut up. Okay, so in this scenario your function type, I can say, okay, your function name is, let's say, in this scenario your function name is what is that name? Clean the room. Okay, clean the room. So since it is that, this function, okay, this function, you are not returning anything. Okay. So just don't worry what is this returning business. So you are just doing some things and shut up. You go to your room and you do some things and shut up. Okay. So let's say you are not returning anything. So this is a void function. So then you will understand what, when I say something else, the next example you will understand what is this returning business. Okay. So let's say now your mom is telling, okay, go to the shop, okay, go to the shop and buy groceries. Okay, let's say buy vegetables. Okay, your mom is asking you to buy vegetables from the shop. Okay, so now what will you do, guys? So this is nothing to do with this context. So you know what should be the inside the function, right? There should be some context, you already know. So maybe getting ready. Okay. What did I do? Just, I'm sorry guys, it happens. Oh, I deleted everything. Okay, just don't worry. Some things happen, I don't know what I. Okay, no worries. Where were I? Okay, return type. Give me a minute, guys. It happens. Return type. Name. Okay, nothing wrong. Okay, so let's say your mom is telling you buy vegetables. Okay. So you know the context. So what are the things to be done? As I said, to this clean the room business. Here also you have to do something. So what it is you will simply, you know the things that should be done. You know, say get ready. Get ready. Okay, then what will you do? Go to shop. Okay, pay money. Buy vegetables. Vegetables selected. Buy selected vegetables. Let's say selected vegetable. Maybe come back home. Okay, so here you may see the small difference, since your mother is the one who is calling the function, right? So she's the user, she's the one who is using you, right, in here. So what she says is buy vegetables. Earlier what she said, clean the room, right? That clean the book, arrange the books, arrange the dresses, sweep the room, things like that. But this time she is saying buy vegetables. So you may notice there's a clear difference between both methods. In the previous method, okay, let's say return type, function name, so let's say this is clean the room function, right? Clean the room. So let's say this is clean the room. Just say clean your room. Okay, so here you have books cleared up, dresses cleared up, and sweep the room, blah 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 businesses. So if you compare both these functions, okay, if I could bring it down further, okay, don't worry, both these functions you could see, sorry guys, you could see a clear difference in the clean your room function. Your mom is telling something, you are just doing and shut up. But in the buy vegetables function, your mom is getting something back. What is that? She's getting the vegetables back by saying you to do the function. Here she is not getting anything, you go and do it, that's all. You are not giving anything to her back. But here what you do, you go buy the things and giving it to her back. So you are returning her the vegetables. Okay, because that's the purpose of the function. She wants to have the vegetables. She wants the vegetables to be returned to her from the shop to her. Okay, so you are doing that. You are returning the vegetables. So simply saying what, you are returning the vegetables or giving vegetables to mom. Okay, but here no such things. Okay, so this is the difference, guys. Here the return type, okay, is vegetables. She's getting the vegetables. Okay, so maybe brinjal, maybe what do you call drumsticks, maybe the tomatoes, potatoes, whatever it is, she's getting the vegetables. So here we will say vegetable is a return type. Okay, she will take them. Here she is not getting anything back. Okay, so see, here we will say it void. It's that simple. Okay, here we will say void. Here we will say the return type is vegetables. Okay, so we are not writing it on top, we are replace this here. Okay, vegetable should come in the place of return type. Okay, here return type should be replaced with vegetables. Here return type should be replaced with void, because it's a void function. You are not returning anything, you are just doing something and shutting up. Okay, here you are returning your mom the vegetables, so she is getting the vegetables. I think you will get some clear idea about this return type void and this some real value returned by write function. That means the functions, void functions, and the non-void or return type function. You might get some ideas now. So since you are not returning anything, we are writing void here. That means void. That means nothing. You are not returning anything. Okay, we are replacing. We should actually replace it with void. Okay, so that one should be replaced with it's gone. Okay, I don't what I am doing now. Always I am doing this. I don't know. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, so I'm writing it again. I don't know what is happening here. So I'm sorry for the delay due to this kind of things, but I hope you have understood what I'm trying to say. Oh my god, once again. So delete the second part. Okay, so say okay. You got it. So I simply want you to understand the difference between what you call real return type value function and the void function. So let's say in Arduino we are not returning the vegetables, right? We're returning some values, so some kind of things, some data types. So in the Arduino sometimes we will return a number. So we can write a function to take these temperature values and return it to us. So you can say okay, initiate the sensor, then read the temperature value and give us the temperature value. So that temperature value can be a float value. Yes, temperature values are float, right? You know, right? The decimal values, the point values. So here this return type can be a float. You understand what I'm telling? Float. Simple as that. Maybe you may have another function that read the person pressing a switch and counting the numbers of how many times he is pressing the switch and giving you the total numbers, how many times he has pressed the switch. So in that case, the number will be the return type. It is giving you back the total numbers. So in that case, number will be the returning value. So in that case, integer will be the return type because you are returning a number. Because if you are returning the potatoes and tomatoes, the return type will be vegetables, right? So that kind of scenario is obtained by this return type function. So if there is a void function, void return type function, so that means not returning anything. So what kind of functions? The digital write blink that I explained earlier. What does it do? It just do some work and it doesn't return you anything. So what it does? It's a blink. Digital write high, then delay, then again digital write high, and again delay. So delay. So it is some void function. It is not giving you any value back. It is not giving you vegetables. It's just doing something, cleaning the room. Okay, like that. You're ordering to do something. That's all it's doing. So it's void. It's not giving you anything back. It is not returning anything back. Okay, but these functions, okay, return type functions, what they do? They are returning a value, integer or a string or a float or anything. Then so that you can take the values and use. So that your mother can take the vegetables and use, cook. You understand what I'm telling? So both functions are needed. You can't compare one with another, right? Okay. So both functions are needed for their own purpose. So sometimes you may have to do some things and shut up. Sometimes you may have to get some values back. Sometimes you may have to mix. That means you are doing something and also get some values. So since that is some value business, return type will be the value, integer or something. Because though you are doing, if you are returning something, that will be the return type function with the value, integer or string. Value in the sense data type, integer or string or blah blah blah. If you are not doing anything, again it's void. So I think it's very clear to you guys. I think you understand what I'm talking about. So I may give you some examples if you want. Let's say you are doing a blink, as I said, it will come as a which one? Think about it, okay? Void, okay? So if you are reading temperature using a function, right? Using a function. If you are doing a blink using a function, yes, void. If you are reading a temperature using a function, then what does it mean? The temperature value has to be returned from the function so that you can take it and use. So it's a return type function. So what else? You are doing analog value reading using a function. What is that? The value should be returned, right? So it's a return type function. So what else you can do? Let's say you are doing a door opening system using a function that is using to open a door. Does it return anything? No, it just opens. It does just do some work. Okay? So it's a void function. So like that thing about some functions that you can write to do some works. So don't think much. You can think like I'm writing a function for this purpose. So that means you're writing a separate function. You're calling it inside the void loop, right? As I said earlier, like you're doing a blink. You're doing something, right? So Okay, don't worry, we'll get into the technical details once again. Anyway, if you really understand the return type and non-return type using a real life example, that is the purpose of the video, guys. So I will catch you up in the next video. If you don't understand, just rewatch the video, you'll get the point. And please consider subscribing us, and I will catch you up in the next video. Thanks, guys. Stay safe. Have a great day ahead.